Hey guys, this is Miriam at High Life Auto. I am out doing a video test drive on my 2014 Nissan Juke. If you've never been on my video test drives before, the way it works is I drive the vehicle on video and I tell you what I see, hear, think, smell, and feel to give you the best indication of being in the driver's seat without actually being in the driver's seat. I'm not a mechanic and this is not meant to be a 182-point inspection. Rather, this is meant to be a sneak peek into how the vehicle drives and any potential issues I notice as we're going along. So we'll take a look around the vehicle and then we'll go for a drive. And this one we had for a while, but we had to get some things fixed on it. And it's the craziest thing that I've ever heard in my entire life, what actually was wrong with it. But you know what? It's fixed now, so here we go. All right, Nissan Juke. It's a very unique looking car. Small SUV, not really for a big family, but it does seat 5, I believe. I'll double check seat belts, but certainly 4, if not 5. Nissan typically has a good name. This is a good looking car. I don't really see any major rust or anything, especially on this side. I know this one came out of St. Louis, which is farther south, and so they don't get as much of the salt and junk that we get. These rear tires are probably about 40%, and the front tires are maybe a hair less, but very similar. Inside you've got black leather in decent condition. You do have a rip right here from, normal wear and tear. And in the back, it's clean. Looks like it also is in good condition. And the back here, really, I mean, it looks pretty decent. Here, I think this is one of the things that we replaced. So this is a turbo, and this would be the old turbo on there. So we replaced the turbo. And then on this side, again, it's a pretty decent looking body. So, there's that. Oh, I did. So you got a little bit of a, right there, that lens is cracked. But really, that seems to be the major part of the car that's, not in really great condition. So, we'll do windows since I have this window down. Driver's side window works. Passenger side window works. Rear passenger side window works. Rear driver's side window works. We've got a sunroof. That also works. Okay, and then here we go. So we've got 172,000 miles on the car. You'll notice that the key light is flashing, the low tire pressure light is on, and the traction control light is on. So the key light is flashing, and I'm working on that. It's just for whatever reason, this key is not recognizing the car. The car is not recognizing the key. But you can still start the car just, by pressing it like this. You just press it with that, and it still starts the car. It just doesn't have the proximity sensor. You can't just put it in your cup holder and press start. I'm still working on that, but it's just a little hiccup is what I'm working on. But so that's what that's for. The low tire pressure light is not a real light. I guess it's a dummy light because I aired up all the tires and they're all at the same pressure, and so that's just one of the sensors that means is malfunctioning. The traction control light is the yaw sensor, and that is the part that what we ended up fixing. So when we got this, it just didn't drive right, and so a lot of these newer vehicles have sensors everywhere, and the yaw sensor is one of the yaw sensors. It tells your vehicle if it's upright or if it's leaning on a hill or if it's if it's upside down or whatever. It tells your car the angle of your car, and the yaw sensor was malfunctioning. It was telling the computer that the car was not on the road driving for whatever reason. It wasn't working, and so the reason the yaw sensor code comes up is because it's unplugged, because it's like an $800 sensor to replace, and it's not really necessary unless you're driving 60 degrees down a cliff. So we have it unplugged, so the yaw sensor code is on. That's what that is. But other than that, there's no check engine lights. We've got navigation on here. It's kind of a small radio, but we do have navigation. Let's see if we can turn on the radio. Got the radio works. And we've got our heat down there. Our heat works. I've had it on. I had to go get gas at Casey's. But the heat works. We've got down here, you've got the all your normal features, and then you also have the manual features. You can do the stick shift driving if you want to do that. And so that's that. I think your oil change is still current according to this, 175,407. Actually, they're the ones who did our repair work on it. So that was just done 22 miles ago. Fresh oil change, good to go. So there's that. Now we're gonna go take it for a drive and see what we actually see. This is the first Juke we've ever had. Like, I didn't even know these things existed because they're kind of interesting looking. But the good thing about interesting looking is that means not everybody on the road has the same car, which means you kind of get to be a little bit unique. I don't know, sometimes I like doing that because I don't want to be like everybody else. So that's that. Anyways, so it's just a little baby car. With baby car though, that means you're going to get good fuel mileage because it's a baby car. They don't take as much whatever the word is to get them going because it's not so heavy, it's not so big, but it's driving well, it's driving smooth. I don't hear any suspension noise. Man, that heat works good. So that's a good thing. I think I'm going to turn it down a little bit so I don't die in here. So driving very smooth. Like I said, I don't hear any suspension noise. Let's just figure out if I can how to turn on my cruise. And my cruise is set. It works just fine. Left turn signal works. Right turn signal works. Windshield wiper fluid work. Windshield wipers work. Windshield wiper fluid works. And we'll get up here and we'll flip around. We'll test our brakes. Brakes are good and solid, no grinding or vibration. So I think that's about it for the most part. Oh, we do have heated seats here. The lights come on, so I assume that they work. But for the most part, this is a really nice looking car. It's a really nice driving car. If you can get over a couple dummy lights on the dash, and the fact that the car is not going to read it if you're, it's not going to know if you're driving down a 60-degree incline. I think that's really all you've got going on because it drives really well. Everything else seems to work. So if you have any questions, my cell phone is 309-267-7200. Thanks, guys.